If you're looking to improve your mental and your physical performance, here's a list of 3 foods that you're gonna want to put on your naughty list. The first 2 may seem like no-brainers, but number 3 I think might throw you for a loop. Listen, our bodies weren't designed to digest and process and utilize chemicals and foods that are made in factories that we find in our grocery stores nowadays. The further away the food that we're eating is from its natural state in nature, the more difficult it's going to be for our body to actually utilize what nutrients are left in the food. And on the surface, too many of these foods can cause symptoms like weight gain and water retention and skin that isn't clear and smooth. And then on the inside, it's robbing your body of energy and likely leading to cognitive issues that you probably aren't even aware of. But the big problem with these foods is that they're affecting our body on a cellular level and messing up our gut bacteria, which directly affects our mood and our mental state and a whole bunch of other things. So here's the list of foods that I was talking about. First one is highly refined sugars and flours. So that's most of your artificial sweeteners and flavors and high fructose corn syrup and things of this nature. Number 2 is polyunsaturated fats, or as some people know them, seed oils. This is your canola oil, your rapeseed oil. These are your vegetables that are high in linoleic acid, like canola oil, margarine, sunflower oil, safflower oil, peanut oil, soybean oil, the list goes on. And number 3 is any food that is causing you inflammation. And unfortunately, you're gonna have to go get a test done, or you're gonna have to go through trial and error and actually find out what is causing you inflammation, and then just avoid those foods. For me, a big culprit for inflammation is corn. So I just avoid it as much as possible. And then because I live in Mexico and I'm gonna go out and get corn tortillas, I just make sure I don't have too many other foods that cause me inflammation on the same day that I'm gonna enjoy some tacos. It's just making conscious decisions. And believe it or not, every body is different. So different foods are going to cause different inflammatory reactions inside of different people. So it's up to you to listen to your body and find out what isn't serving you and avoid it as much as possible. So here's a quick fix. When I'm grocery shopping with performance in mind, I like to go by the 100-year rule for 80 to 90% of the food that I'm going to buy. This means simply that if it wasn't food 100 years ago, it's not going to be a staple part of what I eat. And notice I didn't use the word diet in any of this. These are lifestyle choices that are going to change and evolve over time, not a diet with an end date. So the way I look at it, if 80 to 90% of my food is coming from whole, nutrient-dense foods, this gives me flexibility in the other 10 to 20% of what I eat without it affecting my lifestyle or how I feel for the most part. I just want to make it clear that no one is putting all these rules on me. This is the way I choose to live my life and how I choose to eat so that I can feel and perform at my best. If you're serious about wanting to achieve your goals and you think having yourself perform at a more optimal level is a good place to start, message me the word food and we will go over a complete performance audit together. It's time to level up.